good to be here today. I appreciate ARC inviting me to speak today, and I'd like to thank Randy Fisher with Rockwell. He's helped with this presentation. He's my technical backup here. My background's paper making and operations, and Rockwell was an important partner with us on this project. So I want to thank Randy too for his help in this presentation. But I'll begin by telling you a little bit about the paper industry in general, and then I'll move into just some information about this project that we did in Green Bay, Wisconsin. But typically, and I got to work this thing too, I apologize. So the paper industry is a traditional industry, and many mills have legacy automation systems and a mature workforce. These legacy automation systems provide limited data about the process to the operators. In addition, the mature workforce in the paper industry is frankly retiring, and they're taking that information with them when they retire. That's one of the challenges that we face. And these factors combine to make it difficult for paper plants to operate complex systems optimally and maximize production quality and profit. Rising material, energy, and labor costs are also impacting profit, which is driving the industry to increase sustainability efforts. Just a little bit about the paper industry broadly in terms of capacity. On this screen, the blue bars represent the U.S. Paperboard packaging market, and the gray bars reflect the Canadian market. The packaging market saw a significant increase in 2020 due to the pandemic and consumers changing how they purchase. And that was pretty much across the board in the packaging sector. Not shown, but worth mentioning, the tissue market is also increasing while coated paper and newsprint have sharply declined. Some information on Green Bay Packaging. Started in 1933, Green Bay Packaging is a privately held company, vertically integrated, consisting of corrugated container plants, a folding carton plant, recycled and virgin linerboard mills, pressure-sensitive label plants, specialty converting operations, timberlands, and a sawmill facility. Headquartered in Green Bay, Wisconsin, Green Bay operates 36 divisions in 14 states, each with a dedication to innovation of its products and forestry resources with a focus on quality, sustainability, and continuous improvement. So we have two paper mills in our company. We have one, a virgin mill in Morrilton, Arkansas, where we produce virgin liner and corrugating medium. And then we have a 100% recycled mill in Green Bay, Wisconsin. And really, approximately 4 years ago, our owners and company leadership had to make some long-term decisions about the Green Bay mill. It's a 70-year-old facility and with an aging infrastructure, obviously. And so we had to decide what the future of that mill was going to be. And ultimately, our owner made the decision to build a new paper mill in Green Bay, Wisconsin, on the same site as our existing mill in Green Bay. Green Bay Packaging had to build a state-of-the-art facility quickly to increase production and meet growing market demands. We also had to address the infrastructure issues that frankly existed as part of having a 70-year-old asset. And then we had trim issues as well. The converting plants, our box plants, were growing. They were putting in larger high-speed corrugators that frankly just didn't trim with their old paper machine in Green Bay. So we had to address this long-term trim issue as well. And what did we want to accomplish as we looked at this opportunity? We wanted to design a plant that was designed for safety. We wanted to protect our employees. We wanted improved sustainability for the future. We wanted to design a plant that would be compatible with moving towards papermaking 4.0. We wanted to increase operator communication and information for our operators and employees. And we wanted to convert from a push inventory system to a pull inventory system. And we wanted to build a plant too that would attract and retain the best people. So Project Wolfpack was the first new paper mill built in Green Bay, Wisconsin, or in Wisconsin in 35 years. Single largest business project in Brown County history, even surpassing the Lambeau Field renovation back in the 90s. Estimated 3 million labor hours, and the new mill utilized over 1,200 contractors a day during the peak of construction. And that was during the midst of the pandemic as well, which was definitely a challenge, having 1,200 contractors on site daily. And there's a picture there of when we were probably about halfway through construction. So the new mill is 100% recycled furnish. We do manufacture a linerboard and medium for a container board. So we make the paper there. We don't make the boxes, but we are a box company. And as you can see with those sheets of corrugated there, a box really, when that corrugated material is made, it consists really of 3 rolls of paper: an outside liner, a roll of corrugating medium, and then a roll of inside liner that come together on a machine called a corrugator, and that makes a corrugated wall of a box, basically, and then they fold that and glue it to whatever size box you need. But we make the paper, and our converting plants make the boxes, so just a little more information. Mill runs 24/7, 365. We have 4 crews with 12-hour shifts. We have about 140 union employees, and then we have 60 office and administrative employees at the mill. So this is a picture of the new PM4 in Green Bay. The new mill includes 2 250,000-pound natural gas boilers, a new state-of-the-art Voith recycle fiber processing plant, a new 300-inch Voith paper machine and stock approach system, a Voith winder, an effluent treatment plant, automated storage and retrieval warehouse, and then an employee office and lab complex. So I'll try to speak louder so you can hear. But the mill is designed. Are we on? Here we go. I think we're better. I like this better anyway. So, but in regards to safety, the mill was designed to protect employees and to limit exposures to hazards for the employees. The plant's laid out in a way that really the only time we touch the product is when we unload recycled fiber bales and put them on the conveyors, and then when the finished product hits the dock at the other end of the mill and they load it on a truck or they load it on a rail car. So I think we achieved what we set out to do there. We had a partnership with Wisconsin Focus on Energy, so we designed a plant that was very energy efficient. In terms of quality, we knew we wanted to produce a 100% recycled sheet that would compete with a virgin sheet of paper. We were able to do that with Voith forming technology, and also we were able to do that with a speed sizer and state-of-the-art chemical application. So we do have a sheet of paper that will compete with a virgin sheet. And we wanted all the bells and whistles. We wanted high-speed cameras for break detection. We wanted defect detection on the machine. We wanted the pull inventory system for our customers. And we wanted a plant that gave us information and data that we could begin this digital transformation journey. We partnered with Rockwell Automation, and utilizing their lifecycle services, we were able to achieve success. Rockwell provided consultative services early on, working with the engineering firm, which was KSH, and the general contractor, Myron, and paper machine OEM Voith to ensure the right intelligent hardware and software was selected to meet the long-term digital transformation goals. This included intelligent power delivery motor starters and variable frequency drives, the plant PAX distributed control system with over 1,650 screens, leveraging Thin Manager to display disparate visual content clearly to the operators, and designing the plant-wide network following converged plant-wide Ethernet guidelines for reliability, security, and expandability. Rockwell's project management and startup and commissioning services were also key to the project's success. And the post-project remote and on-site support services continue to help keep the plant running. So Rockwell has been a key partner in this endeavor for us. They continue to support us in terms of operations, and they continue to support us as we go down this journey of digital transformation on a day-to-day basis with innovation. So this slide is a picture of our lobby at the new mill. And obviously, sustainability has been an important part of Green Bay Packaging, an important part of our culture for many years. We were the first mill in North America to have a 100% closed water loop system. And fortunately, we've been able to continue that focus on sustainability and innovation with the new mill. We just received the first net zero water certification from Underwriters Laboratory, the first in the world. Our wastewater actually is pre-treated at the mill in an aerobic digester, sent off-site and for further treatment at the municipal water treatment facility, and then it returns to the mill for one more pass of filtration and is reused in the process at the mill. So there's no need for us to draw water nor discharge water into the Fox River in Green Bay. So where are we today? We have a fully connected plant with centralized control room and on-premise servers to provide data to the operators so that they can impact cost and quality and make good decisions. We have plant floor tablets on Wi-Fi, which provide machine control, process monitoring. They allow operators to safely exercise equipment from the field, from the floor, so they can exercise E&H valves from the plant floor without having to get on a ladder. And that's a big deal if you're an operator or an E&I technician. We have safe operations where plant floor workers are limited to fork truck drivers in isolated areas at both ends of the plant. We do have the automated storage and retrieval warehouse, network connection to every motor drives for energy management and an energy management system, and secure remote support. This is a picture of the automated warehouse. There's 4 quadrants in this warehouse, and obviously you can see there's no need for an operator or a fork truck to be in this warehouse. So we can stack 510-inch long rolls end over end on in this warehouse. The heads on these cranes are vacuum, so these rolls are lifted with vacuum assist heads, and there's really no need for a fork truck or an operator or an employee to ever go in here. Matter of fact, the rules are that they cannot go in here. So it really does protect employees. We don't have a lot of in-product damage like we used to have in a conventional warehouse. The footprint is much smaller because of the stacking ability that we have in these warehouses. But there's 4 sectors and 4 cranes, so each quadrant has its own crane. But this has really been a big plus for our customers as well. Before, and most paper plants, when they get on a long run, they just push product out really before the box plants are ready for it. And now it's kind of like a supermarket. They can pick the SKUs they want when they need those SKUs. And then they can utilize the space in their plants for their finished product for our ultimate end-use customers, right? Whoever's making the product that goes in the box or whatever. So it's been a big improvement for our box plants and for their customers as well. And in regard to digital transformation, our current focus, we've been in operation about a year, so we're getting the bugs worked out of the process. We're getting the clothing standards established, quality standards established, and now we're moving into phase 1, which would be paper making 4.0 in conjunction with a partnership that we have with Voith Paper. So the first priority for us really is predictive analytics, predicting what our quality test will be based on the data that we have, and being able to predict and optimize our yield in the recycled fiber plant and reduce waste. Really, and in deploying energy management tools, based on a network connection to every motor, so we can start to make good decisions and save energy. Future focus for Papermaking 4.0 Phase 2 will be prescriptive, advise operators what optimization adjustments to make, and then Phase 3 would be autonomous, of course. And we're a long way from that, but step one is really just this predictive analytics, and we're making good progress there. But I guess the major takeaway for me would be when you undertake a project like this, don't underestimate the impact on people. We have a 70-year culture of making paper and innovation in Green Bay, but you can't underestimate, the change that people are going to have to go through as you build a new plant. And it's one thing to say you're going to make this digital transformation, but you can't skimp on training. You can't skimp on the amount of coaching and the amount of patience you have to have with your employees. It's a big change for employees. So that would be the major takeaway for me. We're still in the midst of that journey. Our employees are doing a great job as we optimize the new mill and as we make this transformation. But you can't spend enough time on training and preparing the operators for the amount of data, the amount of interlocks, the new first outs that they're going to have to learn and understand. It takes time. It takes time to do all of that. So that's all I have for you.